Hello, and welcome to Casting Roles, a persistent D&D campaign played by a bunch of theater nerds. Thank you for joining me. Joining us. Before we begin, just a few quick announcements. If you're enjoying the show, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you are really enjoying the show, please share with others on social media. You can find us over on twitch.tv/castingroles. And we stream there every Tuesday at 7 p.m. And then on YouTube, our videos are uploaded on Friday of the same week. You can also find all of our information over on our website, castrolls.com. And there are no other announcements, so let's go ahead and jump into episode 11. So, ticket takers. After rescuing the town of Broadfield from the machinations of Soren Nerida, a representative from the Tidewater Syndicate, you took a much-needed day of rest over at the Monastery of the Third Eye at the invitation of Herman Quayle. There you did some research, discovered some information about ancient dragons, realizing that perhaps curses are not so easily broken, and some other types of research elements. And then you had a good evening's rest and some food, and then it was the day of Ascension, the day of the full moon, the celebration of the god Metasansi, and there were fortune tellers and stories and a rock performance by a bard band called Alchemical Romance. My Alchemical Romance, that's true. And preparing yourselves for an evening with fireworks, the crew all headed over to the mysterious tent of Starfall residents at the urging of Mar, who had attended the tent earlier that day and had fallen sway to their suggestion. And as the group approached that tent, Mar began to feel the pull of the moon. And escaping unseen from the rest of the crew, she headed into the forest, where she underwent a full transformation into her werewolf form. As she tracked through the woods, she came across the two mythic wolves, Skull and Hati, the summer wolf and the winter wolf. And in a conversation in which they were able to rage, they were attacked by members of the former members of the Slaughterers, who were there seemingly to hunt these two wolves. In the process of the fight, one of them tossed a device which seemingly opened a portal, out of which came two imps, which flew into the battlefield, attacking Kaimana and Abel. And let's go ahead and jump into the battles. Let me pull up the battle map. All right, so ticket takers, we went through a couple rounds of battle as Mar was by herself for a little bit of the fight, and then eventually the rest of the crew joined in. Just to remind ourselves of placement, we have Kaimana here, Abel by the pool, Source and...
Is your camera set on mirror image by any chance?
Oh, no, it's not.
Okay, because we were on the stage right side.
For you, I guess for you it's mirrored, because for me it's not.
Okay. Anyway, it's so if it's mirrored, that means it was set up right, and we just look at it differently.
Yeah, that's so weird. Okay, so yeah, for on my screen it looks correct. I think we're running into that same problem we had the last time. But we've got Saurus and Mar, although Saurus isn't 100% sure who this wolfy character is he's fighting next to is. And then the three slaughterers are kind of in the outset, one being hounded by the two wolves, and then the Kite, the ranger, being double teamed currently by Saurus and Mar. And we are at the top of the initiative count. It was Mar's go. So Mar, what would you like to do?
Hit whoever's in front of me.
All right,
I don't remember who it was.
Yeah, so this is Kite, the ranger, who's looking pretty rough. So you can go ahead and make your two attacks against Kite there.
Cool. A 13's not gonna do it.
13 will not hit. No. So you swing out, and the tabaxi using their agility, kind of dodges out of the way of the first strike. That was with your rapier? All right, and now go ahead with your claw
Yeah,
on
that
the
was
second attack.
I guess the first one. Well, let's say there's the rapier of wounding, and then this will be the second will be the regular.
All right, yeah.
Does a 19 hit?
19 will hit, so go ahead and roll your damage on that one.
Cool. So that is 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. So you swing out at Kite, and he carefully dodges the first attack, but then as he's moving, you swing in with your second attack, and you catch him in the side, and he staggers a little bit. He is on the final legs of his battle here. He's looking very torn apart. Anything else you want to do there with your turn, Mar? All right, so up next is Sora the Cleric. She's going to pop out from behind this tree, and seeing kind of what the portal opening, she's like, we got to get out of here, guys, go! And she's going to hold out a symbol in your direction, Mar, and she's going to cast Guiding Bolt at you. Does a 17 hit?
No, not in my cool form.
Oh,
it does not.
That's right. You get that +1 bonus to your AC. All right, so so she reaches out, and you see this this bluish energy coalesce on the form, and it shoots out, and you kind of duck to the side, and it goes wide, disappearing off into the forested night. And she just shit, and she's gonna start running this way, and she's gonna try to head out from the battlefield. All right, good. Which takes us to the wizard, Caden. So he is being harried by the two wolves up at the top. So he's going to move this way. Attack of opportunity from Skull, which won't hit. That was a natural one. Thanks, Skull. And then he... looking kind of at the way that the field's looking, he is going to point his hand towards Skull and cast Scorching Ray. Just 3 attacks. Natural 20. Hit. So that's 2d6.
But he's using fire on a fire creature.
He is. So there is resistance on that, but that was a 6 and a 5 on the natural 20. So 11, 22. So it's 11 points of damage, and then 2 more 6s. Are you kidding me? So it's 12. So that's 6 and 8. So 4. So that's a pretty, even though there is resistance there, that's a pretty solid hit on Skull. So you guys watch as he lashes out in these 3 beams of fire, bang, 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 into Skull, and you hear like the whimper of the large wolf creature in the distance as he takes that. It's like 16 points of damage. Good. All right. Which takes us to Abel. So Abel, a portal is opened off to your right, and then you are being attacked in range by this impish creature who's kind of in your face. What do you want to do?
Do I already have my ballista up?
Yeah, your ballista's out. Yep.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to. It's an imp. I'm pretty sure it has probably like a resistance, like fire or something. Just assuming.
And you did the fire. Did you do the cone or did you do the force ballista?
I think I did the ballista.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
I don't remember really, but
all right.
I probably should wrote it down. I'm going to try and cast Firebolt at it.
Okay.
First.
It is at disadvantage because it is within 5 feet of you.
Oh, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You could move out of range, but take the attack of opportunity if you wanted.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm a squishy boy. I am. Can I cast fire or fairy fire at it
Sure. Is it a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah, it's a dex save.
15.
Shit, he saves.
Okay.
It's 14.
All right.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna use my ballista as a bonus action.
It's at disadvantage, but go ahead and roll twice and take the lower number.
That's all I can do. D&D Beyond's being slow. Hold on. 15. Yeah, I miss a 6.
6. No. So you aim with the force ballista, but this kind of creature like flying around in your face, you can't quite get a bing on it, and you fire and it flares off into the distance. Around the same time that you guys start to see the distant like flashing in the sky of fireworks over from where the monastery is, and it's starting to kind of like that light is flashing into this forest clearing where you all are. Good. Anything else you want to do there with your turn, Abel?
I'm just gonna hold my position.
All right.
Shield up. Yes.
Good. Good. Saurus, that takes us to you.
I'm gonna hit the guy.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack.
That would be 26.
That definitely hits. Are you going lethal or non-lethal on your attacks?
Don't make me cry.
I'm going lethal.
Lethal, okay. All right, go ahead and roll damage.
Hell yeah.
That is 9.
9. All right, so you watch as you hit him, and the tabaxi falls back and powders into the snow, and is unconscious and bleeding out. So anything else you want to do there with your turn, Saurus?
Yes, the device that is creating the portal.
Yes, it is just north of the pond, like right there.
Yep. Is how far above this thing is the portal appearing?
So the device is at ground level. The portal's kind of opened up, maybe 5 feet above it.
Okay. And does this device appear to have a top, or is this just radiating from it, or can I tell?
From your angle, it's kind of hard to see because like the cliff edge is hiding a little bit of the portal from you. You'd have to get a little closer to it.
Okay, I'm going to go to it. I should have enough movement with 45 and jumping off the cliff.
25, 30, 35, 40. You can get just to the portal, yep. Or to the device right there. Mm-hmm.
Free action to pick it up.
Okay. The moment you grab it, go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Oh, yeah. 25.
25. Okay, so you'll take half damage. Okay, that's 15 halved to 7. So you take 7 points of lightning damage as the moment you pick it up, you are shocked by it, but you are able to grab it in your hand. The portal is still there, but you have this device in your hand that's kind of slowly kind of humming and whirring and making some
When
sounds.
I picked it up, did the portal move with it?
Well, you're kind of still in the same place.
But picking it up off the ground, it would have moved up a couple of feet. So.
It actually didn't change the height of the portal at all.
Okay, did it move in any direction whatsoever?
And not per that you can tell. It seems
Okay,
that it's in that location. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to toss it into the water.
Okay. All right. You chuck it into the water, and the device hits the water, and then you see it slowly sinking into the pond. It is giving off a light, and it's kind of this pulsing reddish light that then goes to a bluish light, and it's pulsing back and forth. And you see that slowly sink, 10 feet or so, hit the bottom of the pond, and now it's just on the bottom of the pond, kind of pulsing.
So we're not lucky enough for that to short it out or move the portal.
No.
Way to go, Saurus.
Um,
I guess
It's
I'm
on
the
the
one
fly.
gonna go get it.
Kaimana could, that's true. All right, anything else, Source?
I'm going to take my last 5 of movement towards the wizard.
All right, so you're heading this off that direction, and you're actually there. That's fine. All right, good. Which takes us to Kite. Failed death saving throws, so he's down 1. And
He's
then...
also wounded.
Oh, that's
so
true.
I don't know if he has to take necrotic damage or not.
Well, he doesn't. It doesn't take damage, but it just counts as another failed death save, so he's at 2 failed death saves.
Cool.
So good. All right, and then that takes us to Skull and Hottie. Skull and Hottie, seeing these imps appear and the portal, they are moving in tandem still. Are going to head down here, and Skull leaps over the pond. And Saurus, the moment they get within your range, you feel this like swirling vortex of energy that's kind of passing between them, and it's rippling the pond area. It's not enough to do any damage, but they're there. And then Skull's going to move around to the imp and make a bite attack at the imp, and will hit. Wow, that's beautiful. What a roll. Well, that was. Oh, no, I rolled a 1 on a d6, and then I rolled another 1 on the second d6. So that is 7 points of damage to the imp. So he tries to nip at the imp and just barely gets it. And then Hottie is actually going to, she kind of sees this object down in the water, and she's going to kind of dive a little bit, and she grabs it with her teeth, and she comes over here, and she's got the portal now in her mouth there. All right, and then that'll be their actions. Imps go. Oh, sorry, Kaimana, then the imps.
I'm going to cast Moonbeam
Okay.
on the imp right in front.
All right, and that's a dexterity saving throw, or is it a?
That is a beam of light, 5-foot radius, 40-foot high.
Uh-huh.
Any creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, engulfed in ghostly flames, and must make a Constitution saving throw.
Con saving throw. Okay, so his turn is next, so I'll go ahead and roll his con save. That was a 11. That's not going to make it. So you can go ahead and roll damage on it that he'll take at the beginning of his turn. And what's the damage type on that?
Radiant.
Radiant damage. Good. Okay, yeah, not resistant to radiant damage, so.
That's a disappointing 3.
3 points of damage. Okay.
2d10.
Oh my goodness. All right, so okay, wow, like imps should not hang around this long. Have hung around this long. All right, good. Anything else you want to do there with your turn, Kaimana?
Can I take the disengage action and move away?
Disengage is an action. You can't do it as a bonus action. Yeah, you can move away if you just take an attack of opportunity.
Nope.
All right.
Concentration.
Good. All right. Okay, so he takes the imp takes the damage at the start of his turn, and so he kind of and then he's going to take off. You get an attack of opportunity on him.
Yeah.
Fuck him up.
You cast Shillelagh last round.
You did, so you have the Shillelagh actives.
Ooh, that's a 23 to hit.
Oh, that definitely will hit. Roll damage.
Rolling damage. I should just stick with Shillelagh from now on. Because that is 5 damage.
5 points of damage. So you lash out at the imp, and you knock it, and it flies this way a little bit and kind of has to right itself, and it's kind of weakly making its way towards Skull. And it's going to get into flanking between Skull and the other imp, and it's going to make a sting attack against Skull. Well, that'll hit. Good. 1d4 damage. Wow, that's great. That's 4 points of damage from the sting attack, and then 6. 13 poison damage, which Skull takes half of, so 6. Okay, good. And then the other imp is going to make the same attack with advantage. That one also hits. 10, so 5 points of poison damage and 5 points from the sting as well. So they are lashing out at Skull, who is beginning to look pretty beat up from the attacks. He was the one who took the initial attack from Kite. He has been kind of hit by the wizard and now by these imps. He's being ganged up on and looks pretty rough at this point. Good. That takes us up to the very top of the initiative count. Saurus, directly above your head, you feel this like pulsing energy, and another demon charges out, or devil, and cracks down next to you, about 10 feet away, and you're looking and you see this bearded form, these writhing tentacles of a beard, and this kind of forked tail behind it, and it is and it's carrying a kind of a pitchfork, and it's bearing down on you.
Cliche.
Yeah, it's a little bit. But this hulking creature, about the same size as you are, and it's going to kind of survey the battlefield, realize that you are the closest thing to it, and it's going to make 2 attacks at you. One with its beard lashes out in your direction, like all of these tentacles kind of flare out and then stab out at you. That is a 16 to hit. Miss. Okay, so you kind of dodge out of the way as all these beards are going, and as that happens, he's going to swing out with his glavy pitchfork. That is a 17 to hit.
That unfortunately does.
Okay, so that is 1d10, 7, 11 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Jesus.
Constitution 14.
14. Okay, good. So you shrug off the damage. So there's a moment where as the glavy pitchfork slashes across you, like you feel this searing pain, and you see the wounds kind of fester, but then that fades away, and your monkish constitution is able to shrug that aside. Good. So you've got this now on the battlefield as well, and at that initiative count 20, Saurus, you see the portal in the air. It's flashing, but it's starting to kind of like skitter. It seems like maybe getting it wet, and then now having it in Hadi's severely cold mouth might be having an impact on its ability to maintain its connection. But it's there. All right, so that's their turn. Mar, that takes us to you.
I'm right next to that imp, right?
The imp's down here. This is the dying Kite, and then
I can't see myself.
That's fine.
Cool.
You're right here.
Yep. Okay, can I move to where Skull and those imps are?
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yep, you can get to that imp right there.
Cool. I want to hit it.
If she jumps off the bank, she could get flanking.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can probably...
Can I do that?
Yeah.
It's much cooler anyway.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
All right, go ahead and roll. This one's looking pretty rough, so go ahead and roll damage on that one.
20 not natural.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. Great. Finally. Okay. So that is... never mind. So that's 7 points of damage, like slashing damage.
Okay.
Plus 2 points of lightning damage. All
right, you swing out and carve straight through the wings of the imp, and then it's almost like this delayed like after effects of the lightning, and it just fries the creature, and it flies through the air and collapses into the pond and just kind of disintegrates in a puddle of goo.
He loves to see it.
Good. So
can I get to the other imp?
Let's see.
With my remaining movement?
What's your total movement?
It's just 30.
You can get close, but you're out of range.
That's fine. I'll hold there.
Okay. All right. At that moment in the woods behind you, you guys hear casting of a spell, and anybody who would be paying attention would see a light flash over in Kite's direction, and they are healed by Sora the cleric. So they're no longer dying, which takes us to the wizard. Seeing that things are a little bit on their side, they're going to come over here and cast their final this final thing they have spell slots for magic missile, and they're going to target Skull, who takes 8 points of damage from magic missile. As you guys watch these beams kind of fly through the air and just boom, boom, boom into to Skull's hide, and there's burnt marks on his body now. There's these impact marks, these scraps and scratches. Like he's looking pretty rough, which ends his turn, and it takes us to Abel.
Okay, so Abel will kind of shocked that this werewolf creature just came and demolished the imp that he was in combat with.
Uh-huh.
So I have no idea that that's Mar.
No.
So I'll still kind of keep an eye on her, but I probably would have noticed there's this demon guy here.
Yes.
And then there's this wizard shooting shots at this wolf.
Take out the wizard. We can't lose the wolf.
So I'm trying to see where I can shoot from here. Let me see. Yeah, that's plenty of. From this side of the pond, can I take a firebolt
At the devil?
The wizard.
Oh, at the wizard? Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll your attack roll against the wizard.
Come on, Nat 20.
Come on. You so deserve this.
I know. It's about time. Why is D&D so slow? Maybe it's my computer.
It's probably your computer.
A 19 plus 6.
Oh, yeah, well, that's still going to hit. Yeah, I was going to say, you're lucky that it's a 19 because he can't use shield anymore. He's used all his spell slots. So, but that will hit. 19 plus 6 will hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. 6 damage.
Okay.
And then I want to use a bonus action, use my Force Ballista.
Against the wizard?
Against the wizard.
All right, go ahead and roll again.
13 plus 4.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll damage with your Force Ballista.
It's 2d8 plus 4. 14 damage.
How much?
14.
14 damage. All right, so you guys watch as Abel pulls the elephant and aims it across the pond, and you hear you see the elephant draw on the energy and then raise up its trunk and fire, and the energy kind of flares across the pond, sending like ripples of water everywhere, and it slams into the wizard, who falls back a little bit from the damage, looking pretty rough after a pretty solid round from Abel against him. Anything else you want to do there with your turn, Abel?
I think I want to move just slightly closer to Saurus, who's engaged with the devil.
Like 10 feet or 5 feet? Just kind of around this way?
10 feet.
Okay, there you go. All right, so that ends your turn there. Abel, Saurus, engaged with this devil creature.
I'm gonna hit him.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Good choice.
I'm gonna hit him.
17.
Hits.
I love my new dice. And that is 7 damage.
So you wail out with your fist, and you make a solid connection. You know that if this was any other creature, that they would be hurting from this. It does not take quite as much damage as you think it would from the attack.
All right, I'm going to spend a key point and do Flurry of Blows.
All right, go ahead and make 2 more attacks.
And if any of them land, I'm going to use my way of the open hand.
Ooh, yes.
One hit, one miss. Well, one's a 19. So
Yeah, that's gonna
the
hit.
other
Yep.
is like a 5.
No, the 5 won't hit, but the 19 will. Go ahead and roll your damage
Well,
on that one.
The 5 would be a 12 with my bonuses. But
That
that's
would
not gonna
just miss, yeah.
happen. So that will be 6 damage.
Okay. Reduced
And
to
I
3.
impose,
Okay.
with the way of the open hand, I impose the fact that it cannot take any reaction until the end of my next turn.
Okay, no reactions. Good.
And I am going to move 45 feet away from him.
Okay, which direction do you want to go?
Any direction other than where he is.
All right.
Take me towards the wizard.
Okay.
Yeah, that wizard, man.
All right. You want to get right up on the wizard?
No, let me get a little bit more off the field of battle from him.
Okay.
Basically, I want to cut off his retreat.
All right, so you can get to
So on
there.
the other side of the tree.
Yeah, like right here.
No.
This way? Okay.
Behind him.
Yeah, that way.
You can get right here. I'll move this tree so it's not in the way.
Cool.
All right.
Perfect.
So there you go. You've kind of you've cut off in the back of him there. All right, good. Source, that ends your turn. Kite is going to use 15 feet of his movement to stand up, and he's going to loose 2 arrow shots in Skull's direction. First one's natural 1, that's going to miss. Second one is 17, that will hit. So Skull takes 10 points of damage from that. As another arrow slams into his shoulder blades, and he's blood is pouring from him now. And then Kite is going to book it and head this way.
Is Kite still messed up from my regular
Oh, he would,
wounding?
yes. So he rolls a Constitution saving throw of natural
Yeah.
1. So go ahead and roll the 1d4 damage on that.
Gosh, you're rolling a lot of ones tonight.
Such.
He gets 3 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, he healed up for 4 points from the healing word, so he is at 1 from that. So
That makes me so mad.
in that pain, he fires off this arrow bolt, but he and the cleric are starting to kind of book it in this direction. Good, which takes us to Skull. So anybody who is within 10 feet of Skull or Hadi. So I need Kaimana and Mar to roll dexterity saving throws for me, please.
Damn it.
Uh, 20.
20, okay. You're good. Kaimana?
Okay. 11.
11. All right, so Mar, you dodge out of. You kind of feel this heat rising as like the energy between the two wolves is almost like a positive feedback loop that just keeps building and building and building, and it's like this weird like heat blasting by you and then cold blasting by you and then heat. It's kind of in this circle. You jump out of the way as it's building. Kaimana, however, does not, and you take 4 points of. You are closer to Hadi. 4 points of cold damage as this builds up.
My concentration.
Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Come on.
Just gotta beat a 10.
Yeah.
Big money, no whammies.
15.
Yeah, you're good. You maintain concentration. You're good. And then it's not it's just a active ability that they have. They didn't mean to target you at this point, but the imp also failed their saving throw. And oh wow, they took max damage on that. So you see like this energy kind of buffeting the imp, and it gets shredded apart by the energy from the two wolves. Good. And with that, Skull, you see some of the wounds on Skull's body start to heal up a little bit. But that does take both of their actions. So they kind of exchanged energy between them, and so they're looking a little bit better. Which takes us to the devil. Who's closest?
Sorry, Abel.
Yeah, sorry. So he's moving. He's moving.
It's the squishy boy.
He's gonna move towards Skull, but you are in the way. So he's gonna get to you and then come around, and he's gonna make 2 attacks against you, Abel. One with his beard and one with his glaive. So the first attack is a 17 to hit.
17. I cast. Oh, where?
Shield.
Shield as a reaction.
All right. So his beard like whips out in your direction, and you flash up the shield, and you just see like almost like a beard of scorpion tails just against this arcane outer shield, right in your face. And you dodge that, but then he's going to come at you with the glaive. That's going to hit. 23 to hit.
We all know.
Yeah, because I think even with a +5, you're only at 18, right?
No, I'm at 15. I'd be at 20 with
Well,
the
he
plus.
also can't do the reaction again, right?
No,
Or does it
shield
last the whole time?
shield lasts the whole turn. Yep.
I've never played a wizard.
All right.
Spellcasters.
All right. Good. So you will.
Yeah.
So it makes a contact with that. So that is 1d10. Only 6 points. That was 7 points. That was a 2 on a d10. 7 points of damage, and I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Con save.
Yes.
The con saves. That is a 15 plus 4, 19.
All right. So you also watch this wound kind of open up in your chest, but then and it kind of closes, and the infernal energy fades from the wound. So you are good. All right.
Would that have been like poison or something? Or?
It's very similar. You get the sense that it's like a wounding effect.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Good. Which takes us to the imps are dead. Kaimana, this brings us back to you.
I am going to move the moonbeam over the devil.
How many feet does it move?
60.
60. Yeah, I can get there. And then so when you move it in the space, it says when they start a turn in that space, right?
Yep.
All right. Good. So
Or end the turn.
I'll go ahead and roll his saving throw.
Okay.
It was a what type of saving throw again? Constitution. No, that was only a 9, so he will take the damage. So you can go ahead and roll the damage, but we know it happens at the start of his turn.
Better this time, please.
I'm gonna jack him up when my turn comes.
I'm just taking bets on whether Marlo goes and.
Oh, sorry. I just saw this. He has magic resistance, so he gets advantage on the saving throw, Kamana. But that probably won't change it. That's only a 12.
6.
So he takes 6 points of damage? Good. Alright, cool. Alright, good. Yeah.
Taking bets on whether Mara's going to go after the devil or chase down the guy that went running wounded into the woods.
Well, he is bleeding, so...
He's still bleeding, and I know that unless he gets healed again, he's gonna go down on his next turn.
Oh, that's true. Unless he makes his con saving throw, yeah.
Unless he saves, which...
Yep.
But then there's the cleric who healed him. That is a nice juicy target.
I don't even think I'm aware. No, that cleric attacked me. I do know that cleric.
She did try to guiding bolt you. That's true. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Josh.
Yeah.
I am going to go dive in the pond.
Okay. So you're gonna go and dive. What are you diving in the pond for?
Just to be harder to fight.
Okay, just to be in the pond. Sweet. All right. So you are now swimming in the pond freely. There you go. And that takes us to. I'm so like.
Devil's
on the
Knocker
edge.
probably not going to attack you there.
That's true.
Because fire and water don't really mix. So
I
nice.
almost dived.
All right. At the start of that turn, you see. So we're now at the top of the initiative count with Mar. The portal starts to flicker, and looks like it's about to fade. Just at the last moment before it collapses, and you see Hadi kind of crunch down, and the pieces kind of fall apart. A larger creature, winged creature, flies out, and it's going to kind of swing around and. the first thing out of the portal is Abel. So it's going to pop down in front of, next to Abel.
What did I do?
You stood next to the portal. Let me go ahead and find this one, and it's going
Sorry
to
for
make.
leaving you there, but I had to.
It's gonna
The best of me.
it's going to bite out at
Get
you. It's gonna make two.
Okay, I have something planned.
It's gonna bite out at you and then kind of try to stab you with its pitchfork. Misses with the first attack. That's only a 13, and you're still shielded, so that will hit. That's a 17. That's a 22. So it stabs out with its.
So what now?
22.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and it stabs out with its kind of forked, like not a trident, but like a bident, and you take 3 points of piercing damage from the attack.
That's cool. I can deal with that.
All right, so now we've got this one is it's winged like the imps, but its wings are lined with these like spines, almost like porcupine spines, and it's kind of flying there about 5 feet off the ground next to Abel. Mar, that brings us up to you.
I'm gonna go save Abel.
All right.
Don't get too close.
All right, so you can get up to in flanking with the bearded the bearded one. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
I get advantage.
You
right?
do, yes.
Oh, thank God. 15?
15.
No, 16.
16 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage. And this is with your rapier, correct?
Yes, this is the Rapier of Wounding.
All right,
I'm just gonna
good.
say it's the first one always, so I remember. Better. Okay, so that is 11 points of slashing damage and 2 points of lightning damage.
All right, takes full damage from the lightning and the slashing because that is considered a magical weapon. So good. All right, and then your second attack.
19 plus 7.
That'll hit. And this is with your claw. So go ahead and roll that one. Or did you pick up your second rapier?
I would have picked up my. I've been acting like I picked up my other rapier.
That's fine.
So
Go ahead and roll.
I think
Yeah.
the damage is legitimately going to be the same, but
Yeah.
let's just say we're double wielding. Oh, because that affects my AC, so I would. Yeah, I am double wielding.
Okay.
Okay, that is. Sorry. Oh my god, math. 14 points of damage.
14. So you slash out and the wound hits, but it doesn't deal as much damage as you think it should.
Cool.
All right.
Rapier of Wounding, isn't that a magical weapon?
The first
So
attack
they put
is
him in the
rapier
first
wounding.
hit,
Yeah.
and then the second is just a regular rapier.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. Good. All right. And so you're there, Mar. Anything else you want to do with your movement or turn?
I'm gonna try to duck behind this devil so April doesn't have full sight on me. I'm gonna crouch a little,
Okay.
try to keep
Just
a little
gonna.
cover.
Okay, so
I know that they are there by this point.
Abel, currently being harried from both sides by these devils, may or may not look over to see a werewolf creature hiding behind the other devil.
Just crouching a little bit.
If he goes to unload with the Force Ballista, it's good not to be standing right in the line of fire.
That's
so.
true. Yep.
Well,
All right, good. Which takes us to, let's see, the cleric, seeing that Skull is injured, is going to fire off his last spell in his direction, and will make contact. 3d6 damage. 1s and 2s on 3d6. That's beautiful. 4, 5. So 6 points of radiant damage to Skull, who is blasted with this bluish energy and is now glowing, and this blue energy is tracing around Skull from the blast. And then the cleric's also going to follow Kite and kind of try to book it away from the battlefield. Good.
Have you gotten to Kite's turn yet?
No. Kite goes after.
I'm waiting.
Kite goes after you, so we'll see what happens there. Which is, let's see, the devil at the top. Oh no, the devil goes after Abel. That's right. No, wait a second. Abel, you went.
The devil already went against me.
Okay, yeah. So he goes after you. That's good. Good. Which takes us to the wizard, who turns to run, and sees Saurus there. It's like, oh crap. And he is going to Saurus kind of reach out in your direction. He's going to cast Ray of Frost. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
All right. Let's see. That is 1d8.
Super high armor classes.
I'm not wearing any armor, and I have a 17.
That's all.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, that's really high.
yeah. It's only 3 points of damage, Saurus. But you are slowed by 10 feet, so you can only run 35 feet on the next round.
And I am down to 1 hit point.
Oh gosh! And so he's gonna head this way.
Oh.
And he's gonna head this way, his full movement, and like he's heading out of the forest that direction. Good. Kite. Yeah. Or sorry, no, Abel.
I'm so ready.
No, he goes after Saurus. Yeah.
Okay. I will, one of the spells that they helped me to craft at the Artificer tent. Oh no, I already had the spell. Whatever. I will pull a glass cube from my necklace.
Okay.
And inside be like a little miniature thunderstorm that's raging. And I'll put it on my spell casting focus, which is the handle of my quarterstaff, my tonfa, and I'll cast the Thunder Wave spell. So
Everything. It's a 15-foot cube.
yes. Has to make a con saving throw.
Kaimani, you are just out of range of that, but both
So I was like, don't get too close.
both of the devils and Mar, go ahead and roll a con save, Mar.
$19.
19. Okay.
It's a 14, I'm sorry.
It's a 14. Okay, so the flying devil makes the save with a 15, but the other one fails the save. So go ahead and roll damage on that.
Okay. That is... Come on. 2d8. 16 damage.
16 points of damage, and they're pushed away from you if they fail to save. Is that correct?
Pushed 10 feet away.
10 feet away. Okay, so we're gonna say, Mar, go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw as this devil is flying in your direction.
Get done.
19.
Okay, so you jump out of the way just as this devil flies back here, and so then you're here.
Ah, no, my cover. Blown.
I just picture this like, one of the old Three Stooges where the person kneels down behind him and the first one just pushes him over.
There you go.
Yeah.
So he's there.
Do I take half damage from that spell or no?
Yeah, on a successful save, you do take half damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
good.
sorry. So what was the half damage on that?
Just 8.
Okay.
All right, good. So the other devil would take half damage on that
But
too.
you are not pushed.
All right. Good. Which ends Abel's turn, or you want to move it all, Abel?
If I move, the winged guy's gonna get an opportunity.
Yeah, he's within 5 feet of you.
You could counter around to his other side so that Mark could close in and get flanking again.
So if I stay within 5 feet of him,
He won't get an attack of opportunity. Yeah.
okay, yeah. Can I do that? Just like shimmy around. Excuse me.
There you go. All right.
Mind the wings.
All right. Good. And now Saurus.
I'm going to go as close to the wizard as I can from where I am. I'm not sure how much movement I have, if I can actually get to him or not.
So let me move him up a little bit. He's kind of slightly off the map, but you can get to him. He was only about 30 feet away from you, so you'd be able to get there.
I'm gonna hit the fucker.
All right, go ahead and make your attack against him.
First attack misses. I'm going to flurry of blows again.
What did you roll?
Nat 1.
Oh no.
So that gave me an 8.
Yeah, no. Yep.
Second one is a 23.
That will hit. Yeah.
And that does a massive 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Oh. How do you want to take down the wizard? He had exactly 9 hit points.
He's fleeing from me, so I basically just reach out and grab him from the back.
Uh-huh.
Sweep a leg so that his legs go out from underneath him, and then I slam him down to the ground.
Nice. So he collapses there. He's prone, and he's unconscious and bleeding out. Since they are a team, I'm treating it the same as you guys, that they could heal each other up if they wanted to. Good.
Do I have any movement left whatsoever?
You've got about 5 feet.
I will move back in towards the fray.
Okay, so you're heading this way. Good. All right. Good. That is, which takes us to. What's the saving throw for this, Mar?
He's gotta make a Constitution saving throw.
Of a
15.
15. All right. Let's see,
Come
Kite.
on. Come on.
Kite's got a +1 on his con. He rolled a 4. so you hear off in the distance, ah! And Kite once again collapses to the ground unconscious.
And 4 points of damage just to rub it in.
So Kite is unconscious again. Good. Which takes us to the devil, the flying devil. He is going to ignore you, Abel. He's gonna fly up and out.
Take it.
So go ahead and make an attack of opportunity.
Oh, just like a melee attack, right?
Yeah.
Do I get one as well?
That's the beard. This is the flying devil, not the bearded devil.
Ah, dang it.
You
He's
take his damage.
Oh, from Moonbeam?
Yeah.
the other one did, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so... Sorry, guys, I don't D&D well. Where's the thing?
Yes, you do.
Can I attack him with my dagger? Is that, like, too much? Like, maybe am I holding? I don't know.
You don't have it out. You've got your Tonfa out.
Okay, all right.
I'm not sure what a tonfa is, but I think you should hit him with it.
14 plus 2 is 16.
16 just hits. So go ahead and roll a damage on that.
So just a D6, right?
Yeah, plus whatever.
Ain't no pluses.
Oh, no pluses.
It's a 4.
So he takes 2 points of bludgeoning damage from that attack. Good. And then he's gonna fly over here and land on this side of.
Oh wait, is my quarterstaff is like a magical.
Oh, it is. Okay, so he takes full. Yeah, so he takes
Okay.
4 points instead of 2 points. Good. And he's gonna land next to Skull, and he's not gonna land. He's gonna stay flying. So he's about 10 feet in the air right here, and he is going to make 2 ranged attacks with his. You see him kind of bring one wing down, and one of the spines from his wing flies in Skull's direction, and then he brings the other wing down, and another spine flies out in Skull's direction, and so that is 2 plus 4 to hit. First one hits with a 19, and the second one hits with the 17. Good. 2d4 damage.
No, not good.
Only on
Not
him.
good.
3 and a 1. 4 points of damage from the initial attack, and then you see the spines kind of burst into flame the moment they make contact with Skull's body. He's going to take half damage from this, but he does take 2 points of fire damage from that. So that's 6 points of damage. Skull is like where it hit his back leg. You see his back leg kind of buckle underneath him, and he's kind of down on one haunch, looking very rough. That ends their turn. That takes us to Hottie, who Skull can't move away. So Hottie, you see her. Sorry, Mar. You see her jump into the air, and as she's leaping over Skull, you see her mouth open, and this freezing cone of cold energy blasts out. Mar, I need you to roll I think it's a dexterity saving throw. Yes, a dexterity saving throw.
20.
20, you're good, so you'll take half damage. The bearded devil also makes the saving throw, so he'll also take half damage. But that is 2... No, they were within 5 feet of each other. That's 3d8. There's another d8. There it is. Ooh, nice. 13 halved, Mar. So 7 points of radiant damage to you, or not radiant damage, cold damage to you, Mar.
Are we getting beat up like?
Oh, you're below you're below half, aren't
I'm
you?
below 19.
And then let me make sure that the devil is resistant to cold, so he takes halved, so he only takes 4 points of damage, which is like, you see this energy and it starts to like freeze the devil in place, and it almost like he's about to go like White Witch statuesque, and at the last moment he breaks out of it, but is looking pretty rough.
Finish him.
But now Hottie is standing kind of guard on this way, which they're now literally within 5 feet of each other, so everybody within 10 feet of either Skull or Hottie roll a dexterity saving throw, so Mar, and then both devils.
I'm getting destroyed by people accidentally. No.
Collateral damage, baby.
16.
I did say don't get too
16. Ooh, that's good. Not good for you, but that's a good roll. So this energy flares out across you. Mar, you take 8 points of cold damage. The bearded devil...
Oh my god, I should have been having any physical damage taken to me. It's fine. I don't know.
Oh no.
I didn't do that. I don't think much of it's been physical, so it's fine.
Oh, did I say 8 points?
Yeah.
Okay, the bearded devil, it looks like literally that a strong wind might blow him down. But the other devil, the other devil is still flying there, and so we've got Skull looking real weak, and Hottie's trying to protect him at this point, which takes us to the bearded devil, caught between a rock and a hard place. He's just gonna lash out at you.
Over here.
He's gonna lash out at you, Mar.
Yeah, he is.
That is 18 to hit.
18 just hits.
Okay, and this, so you see his beard kind of flare out in your direction, and that's 6 points of piercing damage, and then I need
that
you.
is halved.
Yes,
So-
halved. So
Cool.
3 points of piercing damage, and then I need you to make a con saving throw.
And Grace, your last hit from him in the prior round was the tuning fork.
Oh yeah, haha. He takes 3 necrotic damage.
Oh yeah, he.
Well, if he makes the save.
If he makes the con, it's a con save, right?
Yeah. I'll also make a con save.
Natural 20, so on the con save, so he's good.
Oh my god! It's fine. It's fine. My con save is an 11.
11. Mar, you are considered poisoned.
I don't trust.
I'm having a night.
In this form of poison, you cannot regain hit points.
Like at all?
As long as you are poisoned for the next 1 minute, you cannot regain hit points. You get a saving throw at the end of your turn, though. So
Okay.
yeah. Good. Which is good. The imps are dead. Kaimana.
I am going to move the moonbeam over the flying devil.
The flying devil. Okay, so you move it over here. I'm going to go ahead and roll his saving throw. A 2, so that's not going to make it. So go ahead and roll damage on him, and he'll take it at the start of his next turn.
I digital D10s are not favoring me.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, there we go. One higher than 5 at last. So 8 radiant.
8 radiant damage. Okay, so he'll take that damage just in case like there's reactions or things, but he'll take that damage at the start of his turn. Good. All right. Which takes us to top of the round. Maw.
Wait,
Oh,
I would like to dive.
okay. You've dived underwater.
Yes.
Good. So you're under the pool. It's getting cold.
Yeah, full movement deep.
It's only about 15 feet deep. It's a relatively shallow pool, but you can go all the way down to the bottom.
Yep, 15.
And since you're in the pool, you can kind of feel it. With Hadi this close to it, you can see ice starting to form across that side of the pond. And so it's getting a little chilly. You think that if you stayed in here too long, it might get too cold if she stays there that too much longer. Good.
Good to know.
Mar.
I wanna hit this devil.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
24.
That hits. Go ahead and just describe the way you kill him, because he's down.
Okay.
It was 1 hit point.
So he's got the like scorpion tentacle action going on.
Yeah, and his beard. Yep.
Cool. I want to slice them all off.
Okay, so you slice out with your rapier and just whip through his beard, and you see just like these like flailing tentacles just off of him, and you also catch him in the neck, and his neck opens and his head lulls backwards, and you just hear as his final breath leaves him, and he collapses to the ground and slowly starts to melt into a puddle, and all of the snow around him is just bubbling and burning and hissing in this infernal in his infernal death throes.
Yeah.
Good, Mark. So that's that.
Oh, Josh, you know what we didn't do though? Make me make a wisdom saving throw at the start of my turn.
That's true, but however, it wouldn't change anything because he is the closest. But go ahead and make it now because you do have a second attack.
Oh.
I'm too close for this.
I fail.
You fail. Okay.
Hey, I would like everyone to know it's a DC of 8, and
It's
failed.
a DC of 8. Yeah. So the closest
You
creature.
failed like 5 times for a DC of 8.
Shane,
Oh Lord.
The transformation DC is a little bit higher. This specific DC is only 8 though. So Hadi is the closest creature to you. So go ahead and make your second attack against Hadi.
Okay. God, of course, it's another 24, of course.
Roll your damage.
10 points damage.
Oh my god.
My friend.
So Hadi, who is currently like trying to guard Skull, like feels this pierce against you and whips around thinking that it's the bearded dragon and sees you, and you just hear that her voice in your head going, "Gather yourself," as she's like, you can hear her like breathing in your brain, and she's trying to calm you down again. Good.
I shake my head and I go, sorry, oh god.
Sorry.
does that telepathy like pierce through to any of us? That's a private conversation.
Only Mar heard that.
Yeah, private.
The secure line.
All right, good. From the woods, 120-foot range. So let's see if she's got it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. Yes. You see this energy, radiant energy, fly from the woods towards Skull. And he has to make a saving throw, which may or may not determine whether he dies.
Oh my god.
Let me just double check the numbers on this really quick.
So how
She
many
was
of
out
us
of
are at
spells.
death's door at this point?
Not I.
Okay.
I got, like, half
it's
mine.
a dexterity saving throw. Skull
I thought you
has
said she was out of spells the last round.
it's a cantrip. So she can't
Oh, bollocks.
she can't do like guiding bolt, which would be like the big one, but she can do a sacred flame. It's a dex saving throw, not Skull's strongest suit.
Come on, Skull.
Come on, Skull.
I would
How
have
could a giant?
I would have Ronnie come look at this, but it's a natural 1.
I'm not kidding.
Um,
Skull's
okay.
having a bad night.
So It's 1d8 damage. 1d8.
One.
Come on, one.
5 points of damage.
Mm.
Skull is at 1 hit point.
What's up with this 1 hit point thing?
I don't know, you guys. This is like this magical thing that's happening. But Skull is at 1 hit point. So you see this blue radiant energy burn across Skull's body, and he fully collapses prone to the ground and is barely breathing as he's kind of trying to like get back up on his paws, but he can't get the energy underneath him. Which takes us to the spined devil. Oh no, the spined devil goes after Saurus. The wizard's down. Fails his death saving throw. Abel.
It is me?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to see if I can kill the winged spine devil. Is that
Okay.
him?
Yep. Okay.
I'm going to try to hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Binging
Alright.
critical rolls.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You've had the thing repaired,
Yeah.
so you can actually do this now.
All right. How do you cast the Eldritch Blast?
I'm gonna reach into my robe and I'm gonna pull out one of the iron nails that came from my father's forge back in Moravia,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna use it to focus my energy and fire 2 Eldritch Blasts.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
Each is going to be a 15 plus 2 or 17.
That hits.
Yes.
Okay. So
He's done it.
it's a D10 for each of them. So do I roll the D10 twice? Right?
Well, you have to roll 2 separate attack rolls, don't you?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 separate. It's you launch 2 blasts of Eldritch, so you have to roll for each one. So the first one hits. Go ahead and roll damage for the first one.
Okay, so it's 8 points of damage for the first one.
Okay, and then go ahead and roll for the second one.
Second one, 17 plus 2, 19.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And 0? Oh, 10. I was like, it said 0 on the little
0 points of damage. All right, and this is it's force damage.
It's force energy, yeah, force damage.
All right. Describe how you do it.
Woohoo!
I want the first blast to like maybe hit him in like one of his wings and like kind of bring him down. And the second one, I'm gonna aim it right for his chest and blast like right through his chest, out through his back.
Okay, so you hit the first one and part of the wing blasts off, and he starts to do that thing where like when a flying creature loses its wing and it's just kind of spiraling down out of the air, and then you aim carefully and rip straight through the middle of his chest, and his whole blasts open, and you can see the night sky through his chest for a moment before he collapses into the snowy earth, and he starts to bubble and froth and turns to this goo that begins to seep into the earth. And as far as you know, that takes you guys out of combat.
I would have seen that.
The cleric is,
yeah.
yeah. The cleric's.
No, they're still in play. Just so you know.
Yeah, they're about 100. The cleric's about 120 feet away right now from Skull. Kite is. Oh, I forgot to do Kite's death saving throw. Hold on. He made
I haven't done a bonus section yet.
I was just saying I forgot on his last turn to do his death saving throw.
Can I take more damage for him?
Oh yeah, so
Well,
so it doesn't matter whether he just made the success; he automatically fails. So he's on 1 failed death save. Good. All right.
Is it that I get to roll damage for him?
You would, but it's just that any damage causes a failed save, so it doesn't matter what you roll. Yeah.
Hey, you're not going to roll enough to equal his total number of hit points.
Yeah.
I can make my way there eventually.
All
It
right.
has been chipping away at his HP max as well.
Oh, that's true.
Is
That
that
has.
Labor.
So go ahead and roll on that, because if he gets to 0 HP max, then
Haha. That wasn't even the right dice. Hold on. I got excited. Another 4.
4.
Suck it, Kite.
Yeah, so he's down 8. So that's that's pretty solid on him. Good. All right, Abel. Anything else you want to do with your turn here?
Yeah, where that blast came from in the woods, and hit my wolf friend here that tried to attack the imp that was attacking me.
Yeah.
I'm going to aim my Eldritch cannon force ballista and try to fire back at them.
Is it 120 range?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
I mean, if I have to move up a little bit, I will.
Yeah, you can move. Yeah, you can move. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check for me, please, or an athletics.
Oh, Jesus. One of them has a +1, so that's
do that one. Yeah.
19 +1.
Okay,
20.
so you get up here. So you get within range. You see her darting away through the forest. So go ahead and roll your attack. She's kind of, there's a tree or two, but go ahead and roll your attack. Yeah.
Coward.
She's taken like no damage.
Yeah, she's not been hit
Really?
once. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. A 15 +4.
That will hit.
Okay, and 2d8 +4, force damage. That is 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. So you see this dark figure kind of darting in and out of the trees, and you aim and then fire and nail her in the back, and she kind of stumbles for a second, but then she keeps running. She runs right past the fallen body of Kite and keeps going in the direction. All right, which takes us to Source.
I want to run
go
towards
ahead.
her.
You used all your movement to climb the trees.
never
You
mind.
can go like 10 feet further. There you go. Source.
Am I still limited to 35 feet of action?
No, that was just for that one turn.
Okay, I am going to go chase down the cleric, so I'm going to do my first 45.
Go ahead and roll. Just I'm gonna let you.
I'm going to flank on the right side of the
Okay.
of the pool and the stuff. When I hit 45, I want to drop a potion of healing,
Okay. So
and then I'm going to action dash, and then step of the wind towards the cleric.
oh gosh. Okay. So go ahead and heal yourself, and then you've got.
No. It's not for me. I'm dropping the potion on the ground so that somebody can use it for the wolf.
Oh, okay. So you dropped it here. Good. Okay. So
Yeah.
there's a potion dropped on the ground here, and then you get step of the wind. That can get you to the cleric.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm there.
There, you're there. Good.
And I'm out of actions. So.
Which takes us.
And I say, tell her, and I yell at her, stop or you die too.
Go ahead and roll an intimidation check.
Giant
Intimidation.
rat. Listen to the giant rat.
Bloody
4.
giant 4. Okay. Good.
The bloodied, battered.
Yeah.
Giant
Do you
rat.
think? Do you think when these guys went up at us in that tournament that they knew we would murder half of them one day?
Well, yet none of them.
Not unprovoked, though.
None of them have yet to die, but we'll see.
Well,
Kite takes.
I will make sure Kite dies. but
Kite
okay.
takes a. It's at the start of Kite's turn. He fails another death saves. That's 2 failed death saves for Kite.
Come on.
Skull and Hottie. Anybody within 10 feet of them needs to roll Dex saving throw. That's just you, Mar. So go ahead and roll a
You
Dex
really,
saving throw.
Really love messing with me, huh? 17.
17 makes it, but you'll take half damage.
Will I?
5 points of. You're closer to Hottie. 5 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And you watch as the wounds on Skull begin to heal up a little bit.
Well, I'm not at 1.
Oh my.
You are at 1 or not at 1?
I'm not at 1.
But she is at 2.
Yes.
All right, Kaimana.
Kaimana's the only one that I think is untouched.
Kaimana,
Nope, I got hurt too.
At the
Okay.
bottom of the pool, Kaimana, as that Skull and Hadi are doing this energy kind of this energy trade between them, you see this wave of cold energy blasting across the top of the pond, and
Don't
it's
feel Kaimana in the
slowly beginning to freeze over. So it's on your turn, Kaimana. You're seeing like that freezing area has started to spread. It's probably 3/4 of the way across the pond at this point.
I am going to leave the pond.
Okay, so you get out of the pond. This is the open bank, so you can get out there. And
Who is the?
oh, go ahead.
I mean, on either friendly team or enemy team, who's closest to death?
Well, Skull is looking very hurt. He healed up a little bit from this energy trade between he and Hadi, but now that you're right next to them, Mar, you notice that where some of his wounds closed, wounds on her body opened.
Oh.
So
That's so sad.
So you kind of, she's literally giving him some of her life force, but Skull is looking the most hurt around you, Kaimana.
And I did drop that potion.
Right, it's back behind Mar. Yep.
Aren't you at like 1 hit point though, Saurus?
Yeah,
You probably.
I'm going for broke.
Hey, I'm at 2.
I don't have any spell slots to cure wounds anyone, so please be
Somebody patch me up if I go down.
careful. I don't have any spells.
We're gonna start making medicine checks on each other. It's fine.
I'm going to pick up the potion.
Okay, so let's say you got out on this side, so 5, 10. You can get to the potion there.
Yep.
Okay.
And I will
Drink it.
extend it timidly with one hand.
You're going back over to Skull. Okay.
Yep.
What's your movement?
35.
20, 25. Okay, you can get just within 5 feet of him. So you hold it out in his direction. Okay. Good. So you're there holding it to see if he's going to take it from you. Go ahead and roll just a persuasion check for me, Kaimana.
The quivering paw is awesome.
Persuasion. I could be very persuasive.
Who could say no to that face?
Natural 20.
All right, good. So I'll keep that in mind. Good. All right, which
That's
takes
a
us
26.
good. Which takes us up to the top. Mar.
Okay. Do I have to make a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Do I still have to do that? Okay.
Yep.
We're fine. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to go. What can I do here? Can I head
Go
toward?
eat night.
How far away is Kite?
Kite's probably 80 feet from you.
No, Kite will die of natural causes. That's fine. I would like to head towards the wizard.
Who I forgot to roll a death saving throw for that round. Oh no, he's coming up. Okay, good. So you can head towards the wizard. All right, so you can get to about there.
Can I use full movement?
You can use your action to move.
Yeah.
Yep, you can get there.
Great. And I just want to kneel down and take a free action to slap him in the face.
Okay, that is automatic critical hit, 2 failed death saves automatically.
Cool.
Good.
And
And then
slap in the face, really?
yeah, and go ahead and roll a.
With my claws, yeah.
Yeah.
Into the great beyond.
Yep. Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw, Mar.
All right. Yeah, it's like an 8.
Oh gosh. Yep. So you're still poisoned. So you still can't regain any hit points.
God, I forgot. Oh
Yep.
God.
Good. Which takes us to Sora. So the cleric Saurus is there, facing off against you, realizing she can't necessarily get away. She is going to take an attack against you with her mace. Oops. Oh gosh, I dropped my d20. Hold on.
All on this roll, baby. Let's see what
There's
happens.
so many like really important rolls so far. This.
I
Yeah.
know.
This is our first like really close one, I think, to a lot of people going down.
17. No, hold on. Let me make sure. Yes, 12 plus 5, 17.
That hits.
That hits. Okay.
Yeah.
So you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
All right. So she wails out against you, 5 point, boom, and she knocks you out. And then she's gonna turn and run away. And she gets.
No, I can catch her.
She gets 30 feet further away from you.
You can still run and shoot.
And everybody else. Good, which takes us to the wizard. Let's see if he dies. No, he made his death saving throw. So he has one failed save, or one fail, or 2 fails, 1 success. Abel.
Well, I'll see that she took a swing at my rodent friend.
She
so I'm
she
gonna-
knocked your rodent friend out.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up to his side,
Okay.
use my bonus action to fire my force ballista, 120-foot range towards her.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
Take her out.
Come on.
This isn't gonna take her out. She's had like no damage, right?
She's been hit.
Not 20!
It might. She has been hit once.
That's 4d8 plus 4. All damage.
Come on, Ronnie.
It's so satisfying to watch all those little things skip across.
You could
the-
take her out.
18 points of damage?
No. So you blast and like you nail her like in the lower like hip, and you see her like knock down to one leg for a second, but she does pull herself back up and she keeps running. That was a very solid hit, and she is looking very, very, very hurt from that.
Chase her down. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Are you I don't know.
Yep, do it. Do it. Somebody else, come on, and can get to me. Do it.
I don't know what I should do.
I mean, you could
Do it.
fire Eldritch Blast from there or something else. You still have range.
Should. Yeah, okay, I'll do my action for an Eldritch. If I do that, can I like administer aid to him?
No, that would use your action and your bonus action.
Take her out. She can't
We
hurt
still
us
got
if she's
some
not
aid,
here.
right? Okay, I'll try to Eldritch Blast her.
Okay. Go ahead and make
First
your
one
first
is
attack.
16 plus 2, 18.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage on it.
1d10 force damage. 9 damage.
All right. How do you take out the cleric?
Oh man.
Yeah.
She's running away from me.
She's bolting. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to aim for her feet.
Okay.
And I'm going to aim the iron nail at her feet. It's going to shoot, and it's going to hit her from the back, sweep her feet from underneath her. She's going to fall and crack her neck on a rock.
Oh gosh. Dark.
Is that dark? That's how
All
it
right.
happened.
Good. So she's out. She's
What happened?
Kaibana can't see this happening, so it's it's pretty far away.
Better
Alright.
not let me know what happened.
Looks like these guys got
Tripped.
slaughtered.
Oh.
You've been
Got the CSI Miami theme.
Save one of them. Save the
Sunback.
cleric, so that we can interrogate them to find out who sent them.
All right. So the with that, we've got a Kite dies. The
Oh, dear.
wound
I won
from
this fight.
the wound
I did
from
what I needed to do.
the
God.
wound from Mars' blade does expire him. Does anybody save the wizard? Because currently Mar is standing over the wizard.
I mean,
I don't think Mars
slapped
gonna
the
let us
wizard once
save-
again. If
No,
I think he's still
no, no.
breathing.
Okay. The
Cleric's pretty much our only shot at this.
the wizard dies. So you've got you have 18 seconds to decide, Abel, whether you're going to save the cleric's life or you're going to let her die.
Save it.
10,
Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm
9,
gonna run over
8.
to her,
Okay.
my movement, and see if I can. What is this, like a medicine check or something?
You can stabilize her with a medicine check. Yeah.
Because I ain't got no. Do I have a I think I might have a potion. Or did I give? I think I gave Kaimana those potions.
Don't waste a potion on her.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give her a potion. Well, I got a +0 to medicine, so by the grace of God, let's see what happens.
You just have to roll a 10.
It was a 15.
Okay, so you
Stabilize her broken neck and
you manage to stabilize her. She's no longer bleeding out or actively dying. She's still unconscious, but she is stabilized.
I'm gonna rifle through her pockets while I'm there. Take away any weapons or wands.
Adding insult to injury, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Okay, I'm good at these.
These woods are a rough neighborhood.
Oh, a natural 20 plus 6.
You guys are the reason that these woods are rough at this point. Natural 20.
We didn't start this
I
fight.
simply was existing here. I
Yeah,
was doing
we're
fine
not-
on my own.
I was about to say we don't start fights, but no, I have actually started a couple of fights, so
Yeah.
that doesn't apply.
You find a money pouch. It only
How
contains
much?
10 gold
God, of course.
and
it's
like
broke.
15 silver.
No more strange devices or anything like that?
Nope, she's got very basic kind of scale armor. Her mace is a kind of a basic blacksmithing, like a mace that somebody would have bought at a local blacksmith. She has a shield that's basic. She's just a basic cleric. She does have
Take
like
her holy symbol.
her holy symbol is it's a symbol of like it's almost like the Great Wave of Kanahara, like that negative image of a wave with like the negative sky wave as well on it, circular image.
I'll pocket that. I'll take her shield, her mace.
Okay.
Ugh. All that gold and silver.
All right, but she is stabilized. She's breathing. She's not dying.
Okay, I guess I'll try to
First
grab.
death saving throw, 15.
15. Okay. So that's one success for Saurus. Is anybody going to go check on Saurus?
Maybe.
I was gonna head that way.
I guess I would.
Would
I mean,
you?
I
Because
would
I think you need to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's right. I just have to keep rolling these.
Close to me! You're
Wait,
gonna
every
hit me.
6 seconds, do I have to make a wisdom saving throw out of combat? Is that how this works?
I also have
No,
idea
I
what
don't,
sword
and I
does.
don't know who's closest to me. Is
Uh,
it fucking Skull?
Skull is the closest to you. But
Do I go for his dead body?
no, Skull's not dead, thank God. As you are charging across the field towards Skull, Hadi jumps in front of him and she plants herself, and she like this giant wolf figure is baring her teeth in your direction. And go ahead and make an attack for her because she is the closest creature to you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's a 15 plus 7.
So as you go to swing, you feel that swirling energy start to build up around you, and literally, like, go ahead and roll a dex saving throw as you're swinging.
She doesn't have enough hit points.
25.
25. You power through and you make contact. So go ahead and roll damage against Hadi.
No,
Just picture her
okay.
just taking her big paw and just going.
She's
on
about
Mar.
to.
Stay down.
13 slashing damage and 1 point of lightning damage.
And that's with the rapier of wounding, right?
Oh, yeah. It
all right.
would be.
All right. Hadi's wounded. Immediately after that, she her paw rakes out and smacks you across the face.
I deserve this.
19 to hit.
That hits.
She has
10 points of damage.
Yeah, or she knocks me unconscious.
Yeah, she's not going for a fatal attack. She literally is just trying to knock you out.
I would understand if she did it.
And so you're knocked out. You are not in danger of dying, but she
Cool.
popped you.
Here's the thing. Would we even know that this werewolf is Mar to even go and try to administer any type of aid to help her with her death saving throws?
Well, she won't have to make death. She's just unconscious.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Like she got knocked out.
Yeah, she's on her own.
Yeah. Saurus, are you going to check on Saurus, Abel?
14.
Okay, that's 2 saves.
Yeah. I'm going over to him and seeing if I can help him out.
Okay, go ahead and roll a medicine check.
The grace of God, because it's a +0.
I got you.
Oh,
You're unconscious.
He said grace. I was making a pun.
I saw
a
that
13.
play by the grace of God. All right. So it's a what?
By the grace of Agnes of God.
By the
13.
grace of Agnes of God, yeah. 13. Okay, so Saurus, you stabilize.
Okay.
You have 1 hit point, but you're still unconscious. But you're good.
I'm just holding his little rat cheeks, like, wake up, friend. Are you okay?
Okay. All right.
Just don't slap me like Mar did.
I'm not gonna slap you.
All right. So with everyone unconscious, literally everybody except for Kaimana and Abel, and the 2 wolves, we'll go ahead and take our 10-minute break there, and then we'll pick up with the aftermath of the battle and what happens with this werewolf after that. So,
And our prisoner.
yeah, go ahead and I'll see you all in about 10 minutes.
Thank you, Ten.
Thank you, Tim. All right, so welcome back from the break. So at the end of our battle, we have 2 of our ticket takers unconscious, but safe and not bleeding out. And we have Abel and Kaimana there. What are you 2 doing in the aftermath here?
I guess I'm gonna yell out Kaimana, like, Kaimana, come help me with Sordus. He is. Oh, is he awake now?
He's
Nope.
unconscious. He's at 1 hit point, but he's still knocked out. Like,
Okay, I'm gonna yell like, Kaimana, come help me with Sordus. He is unconscious. I think I have him stabilized here.
What? There's corpses everywhere.
Uh,
oh no.
do you want to heal the corpses or heal our friend?
It's a little too late for the corpses.
Yes. Do you have any healing spells that could help Sordus?
Yes, I can help Source, but like, what happened?
I stabilized the lady over here. We can ask her later. Let's see if we can get Sordus back on his feet.
Okay, fine, okay. But like, they're dead.
We had to defend ourselves.
Wait, there's defending ourselves, and there's killing people.
Right now, we are going to kill Sordus if we don't do something. Please.
Yes, you're right.
Okay, well,
I will cast Healing Word on Sora.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep a very close eye on the wolves with my Force Ballista at the ready. I don't trust these wolves.
Okay, so the wolves are now they've circled around each other. You've noticed at no point have they ever gotten closer than 5 feet to one another, but right now they're 5 feet apart from each other, and it seems like Hadi is transferring energy into Skull, and you see his wounds are slowly beginning to heal up, but at the same rate that he's healing, you can see damage happening to her, and there is a moment where it kind of reaches an equilibrium.
Did Skull drink the potion that Kaimana offered?
Yeah, he would have done that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't see that though because I was chasing the lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he healed up a little bit, and so but then Hadi brings him back. Like they're not able to fully heal one another, but they reach some kind of equilibrium with one another as well.
Okay.
That's 6
Well,
hit points, Source.
How many?
6.
All right. So Saurus, you are now awake and conscious, and 6 hit points healthier.
Woohoo!
okay.
I look at Abel and go, "Did you get her?"
So she is on the ground with a broken neck. We'll be able to ask her questions as soon as we get out of the woods.
Good.
I want to see what is the best way to get out of the woods. If we can make some type of what do you call them?
Survival check.
Something to drag her body out of the woods.
A litter.
Yeah, and get away from these the wildlife and these obviously magical creatures that are circling each other.
So you want to kind of look for the materials that you need to build a leader.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll just a nature check or an investigation.
Here.
Yeah, I'm gonna head back towards the pool.
Okay.
Towards the pond.
Or I'll roll a survival check.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
I got a +4 on the nature check. So it's a 22.
Yeah, you guys can roll separate. That's fine. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
17 survival.
17. Okay.
Okay. Did we find the materials to build a?
Did you roll as well, Abel, or did you?
Yeah, I rolled a 22 total.
Okay, so with Abel helping to gather the materials, Kaimana, you kind of take some of these like vines and branches that he finds, and you create a leader, and that you guys can put the cleric's body onto to help you carry it out of the woods a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say, I hope these creatures did not attack Ma. There's no telling what type of damage they could have done to her.
That's her over there.
Where do you see her?
The one holding her swords.
How do you know that is her? I have never seen Ma turn into a giant wolf.
Yeah, well, it's as angry as Mar gets.
That is a valid point.
Insight.
Okay. If we believe
It
that.
explains a lot.
I mean, it does, but I guess we need to go check and see. Eh? I don't see how close these wolves will let us get.
Yeah, here, let me try this. Hey, Mar!
She's unconscious.
Oh, yeah, hang on. Go over to. I'll get as close as I can.
Okay, so Abel, are you pulling the body on the leader behind you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a little slower. Kamana moves on ahead. Saurus, you get over to the pond. What are you doing over by the pond?
I bow to the two wolves and say, "We don't know what's happened, but we'll find out. Honor to you both." And then I'll go loot the wizard's body.
Okay. They bow, and as you're kind of walking away, you just hear this kind of gravelly, like, "Thank you, little one," and it's Skulls who's telepathically communicating into your brain. Go ahead and roll an investigation check on the wizard.
Where's the other guy too? We should check him.
He was back by where the cleric was.
Oh.
Yeah, he's totally Mars. I mean, she didn't pee on him, but it's pretty much marked as hers.
Well, I don't want to go too far. I'll stay in that area.
17.
17, okay. On the body of the wizard, you find a component pouch that's filled with random things needed to cast spells. You find an arcane focus, which is a wand with a kind of a basic jewel at the tip. Mm-hmm. Very basic robes, and 6 gold and 15 silver.
They're broke, man.
Anything written down anywhere?
You find his spell book, and it has spells in it. But other than that, there are no other written things on his body.
Okay, so no instructions. So good thing we saved one person to query.
There's still another person that we need to go check out. So
yeah,
the cleric is laying on that platform that we made. I'll go over to the other guy and see if there's anything on him.
Okay. You can roll an investigation check. Yeah.
Sure, man. Let me find the D&D. 18.
18. So he has a bow that's it's nicely carved, but it's just a bow. 25 arrows in a quiver, or 20. He fired two. 3 arrows in a quiver, and a short sword.
Okay.
He has a coin purse that has 7 gold and 12 silver and in it.
Okay, nothing
And
as like a contract for
nope,
wild living in the woods.
nothing written. There's a small piece of amber that has a bug in it, like a wasp or something inside of a piece of amber, small.
Okay, John Hammond.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'll go back over to the cleric and start pulling her towards the rest of the group.
Okay. All right. So eventually you get over there. Saurus and is over by the wizard. And Kaimana, what are you doing once you get back over to the pond?
Staring in horror at the scene.
Yeah. So there are only 2 dead bodies.
That's a lot.
One is very far away and you can't see it. So really, Kaimana, you only see the dead wizard.
That's a homicide.
But Skull and Hadi are there, and Skull is like now laid down and just kind of resting on his haunches. Hadi is walking over towards where Mar is knocked out, and she kind of sits down on her haunches there in front of her, and then puts a paw out onto this werewolf's chest, and you feel this kind of energy pulse, and Mar's eyes fly open, and then Mar, in your head you hear, "Are you calm enough now?"
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and you healed up 10 hit points from her cure.
That's so nice of her.
It's good to have friends.
I have a question. Can I speak out loud in this form, or
Yep.
no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Does she speak common or does she speak beast?
She still speaks common.
I was thinking like maybe just some growls.
Werewolves? Have you never seen like werewolves can talk in Underworld or whatever?
No, they can't. They don't talk in Underworld.
You don't know that?
I do know that. I've seen every one of those horrible films.
Yeah, Michael J. Fox doesn't count.
No.
We're talking David Naughton.
I would like to shape change into a wolf.
Okay.
So many wolves in these woods.
All right. So you like a wolf. So now we have werewolf, large giant wolves, and a normal wolf in the woods.
Okay. Well, I guess depending on how close I've gotten, I'll try to test the theory if this is really Mar. So I'll drag the cleric past the 2 giant dire wolves and just kind of say, "We are friendly, please. Just we need to see if this is our friend." And I'll say, "Ma, is that you?"
I just look at you.
Okay. Well, I will take my force ballista and hold it at the ready.
As you're kind of okay.
I will walk up to Mar.
Okay.
A woo. Bark, bark.
Don't growl. Don't growl, please.
Do I understand what Kamana is saying since I speak beast speak?
You would. What is Kaimana? What did you say? Or is it just Kaimana fake making wolf sounds as a wolf?
Yes.
So it's just
Insulting.
literally just bark. It's like a human making barking sounds. Yeah, it doesn't mean anything.
You know, this is why I don't tell people.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Abel drops the cleric, just like, I cannot believe it. This is insane.
I'm gonna.
Why not? Kaimana can turn into an elk.
I don't want to talk about it. Well, it's still night. I'm gonna go run around and probably eat more rabbits. Catch you guys around, and I will head off into the woods.
Okay.
Okay.
I look at Abel and go, Kaimana is, whatever. What is Kaimana's race?
Lutrinian, but like a otterkin. Yep.
Yeah, is basically Kaimana is otterkin who can turn into an elk or something else. I am a rat that got turned into a person. Marlo is a person who can turn into a wolf. What can you turn into?
Apparently I am simply a person who has a lot of strange friends. I guess she will be okay in the woods by herself tonight. We
This
should
isn't
get...
in character, but Abel can turn a whole party into a pile of corpses.
I didn't kill all these people. I killed one person.
You didn't kill any of them.
I killed the cleric girl. Oh no, I brought her back. I stabilized.
Yeah, the only one who's dead is the well, Mar killed the ones who are dead. So
That was me.
Yeah.
I would like
Yeah.
to take full credit for everyone who is dead.
It was the ravenous beast that
Yeah.
killed them all.
I would like to.
Yes,
keep
I
pace
have
with
no
Mar in the
special
woods.
shape-changing abilities.
You're
So
gonna do what, Kaimana?
Keep pace with Mar in the woods. Shadow her.
okay. Ooh, I'd have to check this running speed. Mar, you're at 35 feet, right?
I think I'm at 30. Just
30. Okay.
I don't think I get any bonus.
No.
Yeah, I'm just at 30.
Yeah, so that's not difficult for you at all, Kaimana, with 40 feet of movement speed. So you maintain pace. And what's interesting is that as the two of you disappear off into the woods, Hadi and Skull rise up and follow after you as well. And so now Mar is leading this like little pack of wolves going through the
Come on,
forest.
why?
I mean, I can't talk in beast form, so.
Okay. Fine. No, don't. No. Mm-mm. No. I know you're just making noises. I know you're not actually trying to say anything. It's fine. Whatever. I'll just keep walking,
All right.
hoping I will eventually be alone in these goddamn woods.
All right. At some point, Skull and Hadi race ahead of you, and you seem to be running in a direction that they were heading as well. And you get to a clearing, and you might keep running, but they get to this clearing and they stop. And there's a very old ancient tree kind of at the center of the clearing, and the two of them start to kind of go around it. Do you keep running out of the clearing as they're stopped there?
No, I'll hold back and kind of see what they're doing.
Okay. And so what you kind of see is like that this is this like ancient old gnarled tree, and but there's a braided rope around its center, and there are runes carved on the trunk of it. And once they get to it, they start to kind of go around it in this dance that you've seen them do in battle, but now they're kind of their energy, and the energy between them is building, and you start to see like the runes on the outer part of the tree like light up a little bit. And once it gets to the top, there's this interesting moment where Skull gets slightly larger as Hadi is shrinking to where he's not twice as big as she is, but noticeably larger than she is. And then the moment that happens, this energy flies up into the tree, and you see small buds start to pop out of the dead tree branches as things are starting to the tree itself is starting to bloom, and you see like the snow around its base melt a little bit, and this energy from the runes flashes blue and then kind of starts to fade into this soft yellowy red before it finally kind of dissipates, and you can kind of feel the energy shoot through the forest out in all directions. And then the two of them kind of curl up at the base of the tree and seem to be just now kind of resting there on their haunches, having completed whatever ritual they were hoping to complete.
Thank you for tonight.
And you see Hadi is kind of looks over in your direction, and her much more diminutive form than she was when you first met her. And in your head, you are a child of our parent, and it was our job to look out for you.
So we're like siblings, kinda.
Couple generations probably removed, but yes.
Cousins,
Cousins.
as we say in the South.
Suvanar birthed us as a way to help the changing of the seasons and time. And I know I can sense their touch in you as well.
Yeah.
What is it that you want?
Is it not obvious?
You want to protect your friends?
Yeah.
But you don't want to do it like this.
I don't want to do anything like this.
She leans back and then Skull perks up a little bit. We do not have that power.
I know.
Suvanar would have, but they are gone. The wave might.
What? What? Sorry. What?
The wave might.
And that is.
You did the research on dragons, or no, Abel did, but you would recognize that. That's
Okay.
Naginda is called the crashing wave.
Okay. Okay. We'll like look into whoever. Well, I do know who the fuck they were, but I'll look into why the fuck they tried to do that to you.
I'm more concerned about the devils than I am the people.
Yeah, we'll try to figure out that too.
There have not been devils in the Riverlands since the subversion.
Yeah, that's fucked up. We'll see what we can find, I guess.
And then Hadi perks and says, we will be returning to the Feywild tonight. We will not return for a year, but perhaps you may find us again there. Just
Yeah,
Dun, dun,
went
dun.
once. It was cool.
remember that we want change often, and sometimes excising those parts of ourselves that we dislike is really excising the parts of ourselves that give us our greatest strength. You may be able to change this, but be aware that you might lose something as well.
I can't think of anything I'd lose that would be worth keeping.
She just nods. and leans back. There's no judgment as far as you can tell. They're just...
Cool. I head off.
All right. Kamana, do you head with her? Do you stick around with Skull and Hottie?
No, I follow Mark.
All right. You two
God.
going off. All right. Heading back to the clearing. Saurus and Abel, what are you two up to?
I did forget about the device that was used to create the portal.
Okay.
So I'll collect the pieces and put them in the bag. Probably wrap them in a cloth or something.
Okay. You pick it up. It's a metal device, kind of elongated in shape, and there are two hemispheres on either end that seem to be filled or were filled with some kind of liquid. Like there's a little bit kind of left. Both of the hemispheres were broken when Hottie snapped them, but it appears that like they were in a constant, like they were flowing back and forth across one another, and whatever that was creating this tear in the material plane that was allowing a passage to the hells.
Okay, but it is disabled now, right?
Yeah, all the liquid is gone from the inside, and it was glowing before. It's no longer emitting any kind of glow.
Okay, I will wrap all the pieces in a cloth and put them inside of the bag of holding along with all of the other crap that we collected.
That's what a bag of holding is for.
I want to get out of these woods. There are too many creatures, too many wolves. I want to... How far are we from exiting the woods?
You guys ran through the woods about 20-30 minutes, so you were probably a good like 45-minute, hour-long hike out of the woods.
We saw the fireworks, so
Yeah, the
that
fireworks
gives us a
are gone,
relative
yeah.
point of distance.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're probably like 3 or 4 miles into the woods.
And I'm just sitting there watching the cleric, waiting for her to wake up.
Okay.
If she's going to wake up.
It's probably, I feel like, she's still breathing, and she took a pretty solid whack to the back of the heads, so you don't know if she would need to go through a whole rest to wake up or not.
Okay.
If she does wake up, I'm ready for her.
Yeah. I'll turn to Sodus and say, do you want to start heading out of the woods? If Kaimana and Mar are together, I'm sure they will make their way back to town whenever Mar's condition wears off.
Well, I'm sure she can change herself back when she wants to.
Mm.
And
She may have fled to the woods because she cannot control it.
Kamana can control it. We'll see.
Yes. So if they are together, I believe we should head back to the woods, out of the woods towards the festival.
Okay.
So we can heal ourselves and properly restrain this woman.
I look down at my bloodied and battered self. It's like, we've had quite a celebration ourselves.
That is, to say the least, my
Our
friend.
fireworks show was much more interesting than theirs, I'm afraid. Shall we head out?
Yes, we've usually done a lot better in battles than this. So let us make our way out of these woods.
All right. It's easy enough.
Slow trek.
It's easy enough to follow the trek that you guys came through because you were powering through all of the snow, and so you left a track. But it does take about an hour or so to get back out of the woods, and by that time it's late evening. We're talking like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. And when you get back, there's the festival is still going on. There's reveling happening. They seem, while water was the only thing being provided by the monks at the Day of Ascension, seems that it was BYOA, and the ale is flowing freely. And the people are passing around mugs, and there are a few campfires that have been lit up around the area, and people are just kind of doing. It is a day of storytelling, and so there's a lot of just people sitting around fires, laughing and telling stories, and talking about the fireworks and talking about the festival, and it seems like this party is going to be going into the night a little bit.
We might want to camp just inside the woods.
Yeah,
We might have to answer questions.
yeah, I did not want
Plus,
to bring.
I haven't forgotten about the star people trying to cast a spell.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Yeah.
Um,
The woods are about 500 feet away from the main grounds, so it wouldn't be very obvious if you did decide
okay, so
to
if we
camp
were
out
to
in the
make a
woods.
fire and set up around the fire.
Fire might be noticeable, but
Oh,
but
It
also
can be noticeable because
yeah.
there's lots of other
Yeah.
fires going on. We're just
Yeah.
separate. We're just drinking.
all right. So you set up. I assume you have a tent.
do we have a tent? I don't know.
If not, it's just bedrolls.
We have our normal. We have our normal. We took our normal gear, so whatever
Okay.
we normally have on the road.
Yeah,
So,
so-
that would be bedrolls.
Yeah, bedrolls.
Okay.
So you got some bedrolls. So you can set up some bedrolls around a fire. So you gather the materials that you need to start a fire. You set up your bedrolls around it.
Firebolt?
The snow slowly melts around it as the heat begins to go out.
I make sure to tie up the cleric.
She's still sleeping, but you tie
Do
her
we
up and
have-
you feel like she's
yeah.
firmly.
I think
Okay.
I still have 50 feet of rope.
Well, and Source bought rope to replace the rope that he lost before, so it's.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you tied him up.
Never go without rope.
Mhm.
All right, and so as the night goes, unless Mar and Kaimana, you used to just spend the night in the woods.
At some point, I'm gonna turn to Kaimana and go, you can like be yourself if you want to.
I will dispel the shit.
Okay.
Doing okay?
No.
Yeah, look like it. I got something in my kit here. Could help with the scrapes.
Oh, such a good, kind heart.
If you want.
Yeah, it's cold still. Might sting a little.
That's fine. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, you're welcome.
As
Started
the
nice.
comes through the woods.
Yeah, and then I'll just kind of be quiet for the rest of the night.
Okay. If you guys just kind of curl up in the woods, that's fine. So we have two separate little camping situations happening. That's fine. The around midnight or so, the clouds break and the snow stops, and Mar, the moon, begins its descent, and is no longer at its apex. And at some point, you regain full form and you revert back to Mar. But then night finds you all, and you awake separated the next morning. In the woods, pretty cool and chilly. Your breath fogging through the air, but it's a clear blue sky, and there's just a dusting of snow in the forest.
I think I'll say to Saurus, if you want to stay here and watch the clearing, I will try to go back to the clearing and see if I can find Ma and Kaimana.
I think they will find us, but if you wanted to go get some breakfast, that would be nice.
Okay. Are you concerned at all about Ma? I mean,
No, she and Kamana will come back.
I just am wondering why she would not have told us about her condition.
We've
Or
only known each other for a couple of weeks, or a week, so
Like 8 days.
yeah, about a week.
Yeah.
We've only known each other about a week.
Yeah.
we've been through a lot in 8 days. We've been through a lot of life and death situations together.
We have, but if it's something she's embarrassed by or ashamed of, then I can see her quite naturally not having talked about it yet. I haven't told you everything about me. I'm sure you haven't told us everything about you, and I know Kaimana hasn't told us everything about Kaimana.
No
So,
one has that long.
Kaimana.
so
It's true.
I'm not worried about it.
I won't say I'm worried. I just find it curious. But I
True,
won't.
it's something that we know, now that we know about it, we should learn more from her so we can respond appropriately. But
Watch her for it, but I do have a few questions. Okay. If you feel like you can keep an eye on the cleric, I will go get us breakfast and meet you back here. You keep an eye
did
out.
we get full night's rest?
You do, yeah. You guys would have definitely gotten a full night's rest. Mar and Kaimana, you definitely, yeah, 8 hours. You'd be fine. Yep.
Yeah, long rest.
So Abel, you're gonna go to the monastery to find food from the cafeteria.
Yes.
Some cough syrup. Okay. So you you go and the open cafeteria kind of type setting is there, and it's easy enough for you to grab some food. And you know that both you and Saurus are the lovers of bacon, and there's some bacon there. And potatoes and things like that. Just easy stuff for you. You could load up and carry a couple bags. At some point, you see there's a Roland is asleep, like literally in the loungy area, like where those fireplaces were with just the pillows, and he's just kind of like curled up with like a tankard next to him. Joss is not with him. She's on the opposite side of the hall, like kind of in this big comfy like beanbaggy type chair type thing, asleep as well. And it seems like many people are nursing hangovers after the day of Ascension, but the monks are out and about like it's any other new day, and are managing the grounds and taking care of things.
While I'm there, can I look around and see if our friend Herman is there somewhere?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check as you're looking around for Herman.
I'll just ask her, has anyone seen Herman? Is Herman here?
So you find somebody to ask, and they say, well, I'm sure he's got his morning class with the youth back in the training hall.
Natural 20.
Yeah. So you make your way back to the training hall, and the open air kind of training hall area is there, and Herman is there training the small group of 4 or 5 kids that were being trained there the couple days before.
Okay. I'm going to ask him if I can steal him for just a moment. I need some advice.
He directs the kids to run through their katas, and he kind of guides you off out of the hall. Yes, what can I do for you?
I tell him last night during the festival, my friends and I were attacked in the woods. Is there anyone that could give us some information about 2 wolf spirits and devil creatures that came through a portal? I need to figure out why we were attacked.
Wolf spirits. I mean, I feel like you could probably find something in a fairy tale book or something about wolf spirits. I'm not sure, but devils, that's a little more concerning. And you said from a portal.
Yes.
Was the portal just naturally opened, or was there something?
There was a device that was used. I have the device in my belongings. Is there someone that would be helpful in discerning where the device came from or how it was constructed? I could take a look at it with me. Come back.
I think your best bet perhaps is Vetorum. He studies engineering and artificing and things like of such nature. He may be the most useful, although as a demonologist or you said devils. I'm not sure. We don't really have anybody who specializes that at this branch of the library. We have books on the matter here, but that might be something that we need to send on to Anavia. If it's concerning, devils in outside of the veil is concerning for something that should be passed on.
Okay, that will be helpful enough. I will find Vodototem and ask for easy assistance.
Right.
Thank you. I'm sorry to disturb.
It's fine. He directs you. Vitorum is in the central monastery at the circulation desk at the center, where he was a couple days ago.
Okay, I'm not gonna go right to him. I'm gonna go back to Source and drop off the food and see if he's seen a Mar or Kaimana come out of the woods.
So while Abel was at in the monastery, Mar and Kaimana, do you awake in the woods? What are you doing in the morning?
I'm just pretty quiet, and I'm just gathering my stuff and preparing to go back to the others.
Okay.
Hold, Ma, you got a leaf in your hair. There you go.
Thanks.
So over the course of the next hour and a half or so, the two of you trek your way back through the woods quietly, and you come out on the edge of the forest, the monastery off in the distance, and kind of a few hundred feet over to your left, you notice smoke rising from a slightly a fire, lowly burnt at the edge of the forest.
Right over there.
All right, and when you come up to it, you find Saurus there, and then eventually Abel joins as well.
Hey, Saurus.
Hello, Kaimana. Good to see you again. Marlo.
Source.
Abel is bringing back bacon.
Oh, good.
I am
There won't be enough for everyone.
I am vegetarian, and I recognize now that you've seen me in that form, that seems incorrect, but I do get enough raw animal meat on the full moons to not ever want it any other day. So
This makes sense.
Of all the things about you, Marlo, the fact that you don't like bacon is the most disappointing. But that should leave. There should be potatoes and some other things for you. So
I'll be fine. Just means more for you.
okay. Kamana, how are you doing?
Well, I'm doing good, but
But
I don't know if we want honey or mayonnaise with breakfast. I know
I'm gonna vote for the honey.
My jug can make both.
No.
Right.
Talk me through why the mayonnaise.
Well, you can put the potatoes in it and then fry them in the mayonnaise.
That's something.
But you're vegetarian, so. Can you eat honey as a vegetarian?
Yes. That's being vegan.
What's the difference?
I don't know.
No
Yeah,
one
neither do
Oh.
I. That's why I asked.
I guess they
Honey
come walking up with the breakfast now.
Mm-hmm.
We have a gallon of honey.
Those were some very busy bees.
You know, you could start a business with that, and I think actually turn quite a profit.
Yes, I think
Yeah.
I can.
Just need to get you some bottles. We can start doing this.
Well, what's the most valuable? Do 8 ounces of acid? I'm assuming that's not the fun kind.
Well, it depends on your definition of fun, I would suppose.
Yes.
I think it depends on where you are and what they need. Like if some place was suffering from a mayonnaise deficiency, no chickens around to lay the eggs to make them with, that could be a value. The honey, certainly.
If you're in the desert, no water.
I can make 2 gallons of
Water.
mayonnaise.
That's a lot of mayonnaise.
That's a lot of mayonnaise.
Is mayonnaise really the things you can make with the alchemy, Chuck?
It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I'm wondering, the guy who made this originally, who invented this piece of magic, how much did he have to love mayonnaise? To A, make it make mayonnaise, and 2, to make it make 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
Well, I think I can narrow. I think there's magic involved here because he can make double the amount of beer. I can make 4 gallons of beer,
Yeah.
2 gallons of mayonnaise, 2 gallons of vinegar, 8 gallons of fresh water, 12 gallons of salt water, a gallon of wine. So he likes beer more than wine, I guess.
Makes sense.
Wine has more alcohol in it, so...
Yes, that's true. And then 8 ounces of acid and half an ounce of poison. Oh, and a quart of oil if we want to start a fire.
That's good to know.
I was kind of hesitant to tell you that, Sora.
About the quart of oil.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have.
No,
All right.
let's not abuse the alchemy jug. As I dip my hand in with a giant mitt full of honey.
I just pull a Pooh Bear.
I'll just start divvying up the breakfast and distributing it to everyone. Keeping the bacon for Source and I.
Alrighty.
Too.
I'll give Kaimana some of my bacon.
Thank you.
Yeah, Abel won't offer his bacon.
Dip it in the honey.
Okay. Try that out.
Candy bacon is awesome.
At some point, as you guys are having this conversation, Saurus, you start to hear like a muffled, like, sound from where the cleric is now coming awake.
Do we want to deal with that next session? The game?
It's up. If you guys want to do that, we can.
Yeah, I'll say. I guess eventually we'll have to do something with the cleric.
All right. So, with the ticket taker family quietly having a breakfast.
Having a very awkward breakfast.
An awkward breakfast after a night of revelations and mystical events and almost dying and deaths. And we'll go ahead and we'll end there for tonight. And we will pick up next week to see where all this goes. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you all next week.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say, next time I accuse someone of being a werewolf, nobody better say shit.
I wasn't going to ruin it. I wasn't going to be like, yep, she's a werewolf. Like,